Hello, good evening. This is Ron Type. Thank you for joining my test stream if you ever join or if you come across this video some other time. Now, uh, I don't really have much to say, perhaps an update what's going on with me. So, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but my refrigerator got pulled out, I think, almost 2 weeks ago. And luckily, they do provide the service unit for me to have a fridge that I can use while the my real fridge is under repair and observation. Now, so far, unlike that other my real ref, the service unit that they have provided me, it's the same brand, but it's shorter. At least it's performing well, despite the obvious uh, how do I say it? The obvious that it was used for a few years. But even so, so far I'm still satisfied with the service unit, and I'm not really having problems so far, unlike my other rep. And I am expecting that once they have found out what's wrong with my actual fridge and bring it back to me, I hope it will perform the same and that I don't have to defrost it manually at least once a week. So what else? Well, I'm also pretty satisfied about the weather this recent days since last month. Actually, that is supposed to be the weather that we're experiencing, which is a little cooler. Well, I am saying cooler because at least it doesn't reach up to 30 degrees outside. Maybe very occasionally, maybe because we had typhoons that visited the country. But obviously, that is supposed to be the weather at least until next month, and then from March to April and perhaps maybe early May, it would be summer. There should be no rain, but who knows? Either way, I'm enjoying the weather and hoping that I can make use of the time. And also, it's been a long time since I've gone to gatherings, one wedding and one christening, or should I say baptism. So nothing much happened. I didn't really need to take a day off because the wedding was celebrated evening. But then, since I do really have some extra vacation leaves that I have, so might as well use them and take that opportunity for me to undertake physical exam. Though I did get my results, I don't really know how to interpret them. So maybe I'll need to consult someone to have them set me up an appointment for me to know how to interpret the numbers that I have. So far, they only did blood extraction, urine extraction, and what else? The usual physical exam, as in literally, literally looking ears, and then there's the stethoscope, lungs, exhale, heartbeat, something like that. Well, well, that's to be expected because, well, for whatever reason, it is a free checkup courtesy of the investment plan that I am paying right now. Unlike the annual physical exam that is usually paid by my employer, of course, that has a lot of tests that I had to undergo. So at least it was convenient. So well, going to back to the gathering. Well, nothing new. And I may say so myself. I know this is kind of awkward, but I do appreciate the savings that I can get for my food expenses because, I'm pretty sure it's also a thing in the US. Wait, scratch that. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure in Japan they don't allow take home of the leftovers, but here they do. Now, I think I saw a video, a Japanese video. Ah, yes, I know. One of those uh, YouTube comic videos, and there is a reason in Japan why they do not allow the taking home of leftovers because if they do allow it and then the customer who took that gets poisoned, they become accountable. Now, I am not sure how that goes on with other non-Japanese countries, but either way, it would just be troublesome. So I guess that's the reason why they don't. But luckily, here in Asian Mexico. It's kind of quote unquote tradition. Well, tradition meaning that if I can take as much, I can choose don't to give way for the others. But well, savings for the food expenses are always welcome. So yeah, I think I'm glad. Well, for the most part, I don't really feel like celebrating somebody's wedding for the reasons that might be contrary to what you're thinking. But wedding is not the end game, for the lack of term. Of course, you try you look for a girl, you court her, she says yes. Uh, then you go a few dates. You try to live together as much as possible to know each other, and then eventually the proposal and then the wedding. So yeah, can't blame him because it's a journey from getting to know, going steady, and then getting married. It's a journey. So I guess it's worth celebrating from what I hear. So why am I not really in the mood of celebrating any wedding? Because for me, it's a checkpoint. From marriage, uh, after that, it will be tough. It would depend on how you love your partner or maybe how long you have been together before the wedding so that you would know your respective pros and cons, do's and don'ts, likes and dislikes. So at worst, if you are unable to give compromises for both parties, then it's going to be hell. And as for me, I live with my parents, specifically my mom, and then thought to myself, I really need to be picky with whom I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Because if I don't, I might end up in jail for domestic violence or something. So either way, it's just a checkpoint. The real challenges is after the marriage. Then you get to have the kids, and then the expenses living together, internal and external challenges. So Perhaps this is why me and perhaps my sister, well, she is older and she's not married yet. And I'm not really that far until the earliest retirement age. So just imagine, put yourself in my sister's shoes, especially if you feel that you need to hurry to get married. So I don't know. As for me, I hear that if I really up to it, I will try to get married. But from my situation right now, I don't really think it's a good idea, and I am not expecting that having an extra hand can help me much and alleviate and would be efficient against the challenges that I might take. But who knows? For me, I'm not really that optimistic. So I don't think marriage is not for me, considering that I have my expenses and I may not be able to maintain my job because, well, the world situation, and then the world keeps on getting duped and will be duped again. And it won't be too long. Maybe perhaps before 2030, the world will get duped again, and then people will suffer. So what else? For now, I don't really feel like doing the interplaning vids. Maybe perhaps if I come to something interesting, perhaps that will be next stream, or maybe I may do an unscheduled stream. Well, almost nobody comes to the stream anyway, so I guess I can do that. And then actually do something while streaming, and maybe to practice streaming while doing some quote unquote work or stuff. For example, gaming, who knows? Now, as for gaming, I really like to do game stream by April, but since I am really worried about the upcoming debit for my investment plan this March, which is a lot, so I am really refraining from spending too much for now, and I hope nothing really bad happens not until then, but ever after. Just hoping, of course, bad things happen, but I hope it's not as bad or worse than what I imagine. So I guess that will be all for my stream and what's happening with my life. So before I end this stream, uh, for those who come across this video, please subscribe to Ruby King, Raging Golden Eagle, and perhaps support young Ripa in his follow up. Well, not really a follow up for his present comic, but some other. If I am not mistaken, he did some other series, not necessarily the sequel, maybe the volume 2 of ISO, maybe a little later, but I think he's bringing up a few new series. Either way, if you like to support them, okay. So that's all for me. This is Ron Type signing up. Thank you for uh, watching the video. Until then, bye bye.